big enough. You want to eat this before you go to bed. That doesn't make any sense. Go to bed, wake up in the morning, have breakfast. But I really want to have 2 or 3 Whoppers with cheese. You know, so it's like, it's terrible. I want to have a real full lunch, you know, like 2 or 3 Whoppers, and then have a real nice big dinner. I can't do that anymore. I can't anymore. Depending on how they make their crust. There's some pizzas I can't because they just make their crust like almost like that thick and everything, you know. But most of the time I get a whole pizza. I try not to, man. I try to keep it down to like 3/4 Yeah.
Energy coming out. This is my dream. I remember this. See, it's my dream. I don't know why.
It's just that some of you will slim down a little bit as you get older. It works that way for some people. But most of you, watch it. I weighed like 135 pounds in high school when I was the same height. I was skinny. I was trying to gain weight. I couldn't gain weight.
Why?
Even into college, I was real skinny.
Why?
Matter of fact, you know, I wouldn't even be, I'm not skinny now, but I'm not heavy except for my gut. You know,
Yeah, I know why.
now I weigh a little over 175 pounds. I weighed about 185 last winter. And I'd like to go down to about 165 by the end of the summer. I'd like to at least get under 170.
I like.
What
do I?
Excuse me? Well, I got it done. I don't have a huge gut, but I have a gut enough that it bothers me.
When you finish eating, like when you sit back, do you sit there and rub your belly?
No. I don't want to touch my belly. I'm dead. It's going to burst if I touch it. The gross part, and this is wrong and gross, I feel the happiest when I eat so much that I basically have to lay down. Matter of fact, I usually lay down while I'm eating. But some of my best meals are, that's it exactly. Some of my best meals are on the couch, my feet up, laying the whole couch, and I get like a serving bowl, like, you know, what you mix lettuce in and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I used to eat out of. And that's full of spaghetti and sausage and meatballs and everything else and mushrooms and everything. And I lay that on my chest as I'm laying down, and I just shovel it from my chest to my neck.
Oh, you're
I told you I was a pig.
Should have seen it.
It's like I got to go to Porkers Anonymous. I am a pig.
Yeah. Say it to you.
And I put at least a half can of Parmesan cheese on it. I didn't dump it. Full of it. I love cheese all over. I mean, so much you can't even see any sauce anymore. It looks like it's all white on top. And it's just so good. The bowl with the stuff that weighs, I weighed it a couple times, it weighs about 5 pounds. And I can eat the whole thing. But I can shove it down. Sometimes, you know, I kid myself. I say, okay, well, look, it's smarter to make up a batch of spaghetti and sauce and stuff and have it over like 2 or 3 days, right? You know, you make it up for, you know. So I do it, but then I eat it all about 1 day. I'll go out and buy at someplace 10 pieces of chicken. I go, well, I'll have 5 for lunch and 5 for dinner. Well, once I bought, you know, I told you this one already, but I bought 2, at Little Caesars they have these deals, 2 medium pizzas for $7.99, Crazy 8s, whatever they call them. So I bought 2 for lunch, to have 1 for lunch and 1 for dinner. 1 for lunch. Crazy 8s, running those Crazy 8s for lunch, yeah. It was during football season, right around December or so. Well, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying not to eat as much, but I can eat until there's no more. You know how it is, like you know, you're near the end of your homework. Well, you guys give up near the end of your homework.
Precisely.
But near the end, so you just kind of gut it out, or you're doing sit-ups and you got to do a set of 30, and you're starting to kill you at around 20, but you can gut out the last 10. Well, I can get out the last 3 or 4 pieces of pizza. If I'm eating 2 pies, and I'm really kind of full about halfway through the second one, but I go only a couple more slices to go, and I can gut it out and finish it. Yeah. I'm a true pig. The miracle is that I am not fatter than I am. That is the major miracle.
What a paradox.
Well, if I ate what I see, but I'll eat in spurts like that. If I ate what I wanted to eat, I'd want to have that almost every meal. I bet, you know what? For me to go from, say, 175, I think I'm a pound less than that now, maybe. But say 175 to 165, it's going to be hard. I can go to 210 easier than I can go to 165. I can get over 200 pounds by the end of the summer if I wanted to. If you know, but I don't want to. I don't. My blood pressure's never been high. See, I don't know why. Maybe because I don't hold it in. You know, when I get mad, I'm out. You know, I yell, I get mad, I tell you, you know when I'm mad.
What?
And so I don't. People that try not to get mad, keep it in. For some reason, they, you know, have those problems. But I don't know. I don't know why my blood pressure's not high. My blood pressure's not high. It's always been kind of low. Now, cholesterol, I haven't checked that in a number of years, but that's been low mostly. I try not to eat too much fatty foods too often, but when I do, I eat a lot. And well, you know what Mickey Mantle said, and he was in the first to quote himself. He said, "If I had known I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself." So you live and have a blast and go wild, then you realize, dude, I'm starting to get old and my body's breaking down. I didn't know I was going to live to 70 or 60 or 80. I thought I was going to die when I was 40, so I was just going to have fun. So, well, that's why not eat as much. Well, now my philosophy is if I can go 5 days a week, basically dieting, 1 day eat a nice amount, and 1 day pig out, I would be reasonably happy, and I wouldn't gain too much weight. I'm not going to lose weight that way, but maybe I won't gain much. And that includes exercise too. If you're gonna diet every day, all the time, it's just too depressing. I mean, why live? I mean, it's just, I cannot do it. I don't eat to live, I live to eat.
Precisely.
I love to eat. You know, right now, that's the main priority in life. I guess when I was younger, I don't know how you rate things, but
I'm skinny.
Sports, sex, food, or whatever. Now food is number one, by far. I'd rather eat food than do anything.
Pleasures.
My number one pleasure in life. I love food. Well, I know what all you're thinking about. We won't talk about that, but food is number one on my mind.
No.
And sports is probably two.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to school.
We had a little bit of break here, so now it's time to move on. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, all you could eat regular
Well, it's also, I'll tell you, when you're a teenager, for some of you it's a little bit hard, but for most of you, you're just so active, mentally and physically. You know, you're giggling and laughing and doing this 1 second and that 1 second and that 1 second, you know. And when I was a teenager, even into my 20s, I just was go all the time. You get out of school, you're playing sports. And you're running around somewhere at night. And then on the weekend, you're doing something all the time. Especially, well, I would say guys even more than girls. In terms of sports too. If you're playing your own team sport, whatever that is, you're out for a sport in school, a lot of you. And then, I mean, you play every other sport with your friends, you mess around, you're shooting baskets, if you're down on the basketball team, you're doing things all the time. If you're not playing real, tackle football, then you want your friend playing touch football. Which winds up half tackle anyway. I mean, you play sports all the time. At least I did. All we did. When going gets tough, it's tough to go shop. It's an aerobic exercise shopping for girls. Like, you can see that if you were able to measure as they walk towards the store, and they like their heartbeat goes boom, 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 and their heads just swiveling and surging, boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's a big deal.
Robot, slam belly.
Now, since a lot of you don't drive too much, but the women that'll get a little bit older, garage sales. It's incredible. I mean, I've been with women, they go right through a stop sign. I go, didn't you see the stop sign? No. I didn't see it. I'm like, it was real big on the corner. Then we're driving along. They go, oh, garage sale. I go, where? Can't you see that sign 4 blocks down? Is it there? They got X-ray video.
X-ray slam belly.
They just cars going right by them, stop signs, they don't see them. But garage sale, little sign 4 blocks down, they can see it on a cell phone.
Relax.
If you're laughing because you know it's true. You wouldn't laugh so hard if you didn't have to do it. Now men, most of us don't care about garage sales too much, unless you see a bunch of fishing rods at one or something like that. Some tools.
But that, they're cool, but that, it's happening.
I played soccer and I really regretted that I didn't do more. That's why I really encourage you to go out for sports and other things. Go out for, if you like drama a little bit, go out to the school play. You don't say, well, you don't want to be 30 years old saying, gee,
Yeah.
I could have done that. I would have been good at that. Give it a shot. I'm mad I didn't wrestle. I know I wasn't good enough to play basketball because I played with my friends in the streets that were on the team and they were better than me. But I wrestled with some kids in the gym that were on the team and I did pretty good against them. So I don't know why I didn't wrestle. And I darn well should have gone out for track. Because I was pretty good in the middle distances. I was kind of okay in the quarter, but better in the half. The only thing is I was lazy. I didn't want to go to practices and stuff. But I should have gone out for wrestling and track. Football and soccer were the same season when I was in. Plus, it's cold that piece. When you weigh 135 pounds and you get hit, you feel like your bones in the crap. So here, your guys didn't weigh that little that play. When I played, most people were bigger and slower. Now they're going for a lot of speed, especially out in California, warm weather times. But I played soccer and tennis. And soccer I wasn't good at, although I was okay. The team sucked, and I was okay. In tennis, I was pretty good at, and the team was very, very good. And then we had lacrosse, but I actually would have gone out for lacrosse. I asked about lacrosse, but they didn't start it until I was a senior.
Did you have ice hockey?
Not in high school. They only have that in very few high schools. Not in New York much at all. In Boston a little bit. But I played ice hockey. We used to play, as soon as the lakes would freeze, we'd go out to the lakes, and no one had any equipment other than a stick and a puck. So, the goalie would sometimes get newspaper and put it, like shin guards and stuff.